Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. If you stick around, I am going to show you how to make the cutest any season, any reason, any one basket. Stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for the wonderful ways in which you support me and my channel. Isn't this gorgeous? I think that you are going to love this basket. So easy to make and so sturdy. Y'all, it's a lidded basket and it's perfect for all types of gift giving. You can fill this and give it to someone. You can turn this into a gift basket, remove the inside and just build up around it. You can turn this into a centerpiece. Place your floral foam in the bottom and build up around it. So many different things that you can do with this, and it's so easy. And so I'll give you a closer look at this in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here is a closer look at one of the most delightful baskets I've ever made. I love making baskets like this because they turn out so beautifully. So this one, when finished, is 4 by 4 by 3 inches tall. We have a platform base on it and we have a lidded top. So the top and the bottom are chipboard. Everything else is just a very sturdy paper, which makes for a very sturdy basket. You are going to love this, and if you wanted to, you could add little feet for that extra touch of cuteness. Any season, any reason, any one, here's what you're going to need to make it. So for the box portion, I'll be using this beautiful piece of 12 by 12, and we're going to go with the plaid as the outside. Then I have 3 pieces of 6 by 6. We'll be using this to cover the chipboard. We are going to have 4 pieces that are cut at 3.5 by 3, 4 pieces that are 3 3/8 by 3 7/8, 2 pieces that are 1 by 12, and then I do have some chipboard on this. Scrap chipboard is going to come in very handy on this project. You need 2 pieces that are cut at 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and 2 pieces that are cut at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. If you are interested in the chipboard that I'm using, please check my Amazon storefront in the description box below. It will be linked there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take those 2 strips that measure 1 by 12 and we're going to tape them together. Now if you find that I'm doing something in a way that you would not do it, go ahead and give your way a try. The way that I'm doing and the method that I follow might not be what you would do exactly, but that's the beauty of crafting. You can give what you're thinking a try. So I am just adding some tape. This is actually going to be our handle, and we're just going to double stack it. So now I'm going to take this piece and I am going to get the tops matched, and then we'll try to get everything else to fall into place once we get the tops matched. So I'm just sliding this, going down like this, and now I'm just going to take big old and we're going to get that stuck. So there's the handle. We have a curve formed. We can set that to the side. And so now I'm going to bring in my piece that measures 12 by 12, and we're going to score this at 1 and at 4 on all 4 sides. So that's 1 and 4 on all 4 sides. 1 and 4. Then we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores. So once we've burnished and folded all 4 sides, we are going to remove 3 corner pieces all the way around. So just the corner pieces. So I will angle in here And this will make sense to you the more I do it. And I'm going to cut here, remove that piece, then I'll angle here a little bit, not a deep angle, and we'll cut straight down to remove this piece. We're going to go all the way around this and do the same thing. So let's cut here, and then we'll cut straight across here, remove that piece, go to the score mark here, slight angle, and cut straight across here. And we just go around doing the same thing until we have all of these panels cut in the way that you're seeing me cut them. So hopefully as you're seeing me do this, what I'm doing is making sense, because you can see that I have this, and now we're about to create the fourth one. So let's go ahead and cut straight across here and cut in here. So now that our piece looks like this, we're not cutting out these tabs to put our box together. We're going to put our box together like this. So this is the part that we're just going to hold with a pinch. So you hold it with a pinch like this, and you can see right in that center how it's naturally starting to bend. We're going to take it and bring it until it meets this side here. Then we just place it down. We go on the inside and we crease that triangle so your piece looks like that. We do this going all the way around, so if you need to take your finger and put it in the corner to get that pinch started, do that. But when you take these two, they're naturally going to want to come together. So we pinch it and we have that like that. Then we lay it down. We go on the inside and we crease that triangle. And we do this going all the way around. This is a great way of making a box without cutting out the panels. If you're not comfortable with this part, you can most certainly cut your tabs the way that we would for any other box. You would simply cut this way, and then you'd be able to take this piece and bring it over and fold it here. But we're not doing that. We're simply going to rely on the paper's natural ability, if you hold it from both sides, to want to come together. So we have it like that. I'm going to place it down, and I'm just creasing on the inside, and I end up with a basket like this. So now what we're going to do is we'll take two pieces and bring them in together like this, and then we fold this over the top, and then we do the same thing over here. This gives us our box. So we're going to need to take some tape, and I'm going to place that tape right there. And then I'll place some tape right here, like that. And then I just move over to the opposite side, and we do the same thing. So I just place my tape. And don't worry about if you get tape on the inside of the box or not, because that'll be covered. And then we're going to place our tape right there. So these two will go in like that. Then we do the same thing right here. We place that tape. Let's just trim it. And then we add some tape right there. You can put more tape on if you want. I'm not. And then we follow this over here. Let's place that tape. I almost cut through my paper there. I don't know what I was thinking. And then we're going to place tape right there. Now, if you want to, you can take some tape and just place it along the ends here. I am actually going to do that, but I'm going to do it with my tape runner. You don't necessarily have to place this, but I'm just placing it. All right, so I ran out of tape in my runner, so I'm just going to do it with my thinner roll of tape. Like I said, this is optional. All right, so let's go ahead and peel away the tape backers from everywhere that we've placed tape on the outside as well as on the inside. So I'm just removing these. I'll just go ahead, bring this up, get it stuck on the inside and stuck on the side. Get that nice and stuck. All right, so all of our tape backers are peeled away. We can go ahead and just take our box and put it together. Bring this piece over. Everything has a place to go, so it's going to want to naturally just follow where it should be. And then we'll do that last one. Let's get that stuck. And now we'll be able to take these pieces and just fold them over on the inside like this. So I grabbed another tape runner and I am just going to lay down some tape on these pieces here. I could do it with glue, but I'm just going to do this part with tape because it's really not going to matter, because we will be adding another piece. And then let's do this last one. So then I'm just going to go in on the inside and make sure that I have it all stuck. And so here is the box for the basket. We are going to bring in the pieces that measure 3 by 3.5. And I have already done a portion of these, but what we're going to do is we are going to score on the 3.5 inch side. We score at 1/4, and then on the opposite 3.5 inch side, we score at 1/4. Then we turn it to the 3 inch side, and we cut this into 1 inch strips. And you're going to need 12 of these 1 inch strips. So I started with 4 pieces that were 3.5 by 3, and then I did the process that you just saw me do. So we can take these and just sort of bend that a little bit. You don't have to bend it a whole lot. But what I'm going to do when I'm putting this together, I'm going to try to keep the pattern somewhat together. So I think that that might go there, and it'll make sense. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. So I'm going to grab my glue, and on this fold, I'll be adding some glue there and some glue at the bottom. Then I'm going to take this, and when I take it, I'm just going to put it at the top and close to the end. You can see where I placed that. Then all I have to do is fold it up to get the bottom to meet, and that creates a natural bow in that paper. So I am going to take my bone folder and just help that to stick because we don't want it coming up. And then I'm going to take this piece and it's going to go in the middle. So I'll add my glue and add my glue. And then I'll take it, stand it up, look at it, look at my placement just a little bit. It is not going to be perfect, but I want to get that stuck. I can take one of my clips to hold it in place while I take this piece and get it stuck on the bottom. And y'all see how that natural curve just happens? And then we'll take the last one and we place it right here. So I think that's stuck enough. I'm going to take my glue, put my glue there, put my glue there. And now we'll take this piece, put it there. Let me grab my clip, put the clip right there. Bring this up and match it end to end at the bottom, which creates that natural bow. So you can see how beautiful this is already shaping up to be. I'm just going to go along with my bone folder, help that reptile adhesive out. Once it's stuck, it's stuck. And there is the front of the basket. I am going to go ahead and do the back of the basket because I'm going to do something just slightly different on the side. So let's go ahead. There's the front. Let's rotate it once, rotate it again. We're at the back. Let me grab some pieces that are going to work well together. So now we have these three. And y'all, we're going to do the same thing on the back side that we did on the front. So all I did was lay them out so that I could get a clear picture of how they should look when I place them down. But yours does not have to be placed down with the pattern exact. That's just me being me. So I am going to take this one. We're going to place it right there. Let's grab that clip, clip it. Then I'll take this piece. We're going to make sure that we have it at the bottom and close to the edge. Y'all, there are so many different ways of doing this. This is just the way that I like to do it. I like to add chipboard to mine. I like to add a lid to mine and a base, but that doesn't mean that you have to. But if you want to, I'm going to show you how. So we're going to take this one, add our glue. We'll take this piece, put it right here in the middle. Take this clip, put it there, and we do the same thing that we've been doing. And you can see that bow that happens. So I am going to use my bone folder to go across the bottom. Then I'll take this piece, add my glue, we'll put this on the end, add my clip, and then we'll get this stuck. All right, so now we're going to do the sides. So the front and the back are done. So I'm going to place down my pieces just like I have been, with the exception of how I'm going to place the middle one. And that's the one that I want you to pay particular attention to, because we're going to do something different with that. So we're going to take the outer one and we can place it down right here. I'm going to take my clip, place the clip, go ahead and get it stuck at the bottom. So this time when we take the middle piece, let's just place our glue at the top. Don't place any glue at the bottom yet, and it'll make sense to you why we're doing it like this in just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just place this one right here. Place down my clip. And then I'll take the end one and we will place the glue top and bottom. So let me remove that clip. Let's take this piece. I'm going to place it right there. Then I'm going to take this piece and put it down just as we've done the others, with the exception of the middle piece here. You can see that we have that one left loose at the bottom. We'll be fixing that in just a few. So let's go ahead and get that nice and stuck. And I am using my reptile instead of tape here because it gives me a much better hold. And then we'll flip over to this side, and y'all, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to take the first one and we're going to add our glue, and we place it down top and bottom. Like this. Let me go ahead and take my clip, put my clip on. Y'all, my hands are so gluey. And then we just bring this over like that and get that bottom nice and aligned. So now I'm going to take the middle piece and I'm only going to put my glue at the top. So let's take this piece, put it here in the middle. I'll clip it to get it stuck. Then I'm going to take this piece and we're going to add our glue at the top and the bottom. We're going to take it and we'll place it right there at the edge. And now I can just bring this piece up and get it stuck like this. Use my bone folder, get that nice and stuck. So now it should look like this. We're going to have the sides that will have the middle pieces not adhered at the bottom, and that's okay. That's what we want. So now we're going to bring in the 4 pieces that measure 3 7/8 by 3 3/8. And on the 3 3/8 inch side, we're going to score at 3/8 of an inch on all 4. And then we're going to fold and burnish these pieces. And then I'm just going to take my tape and I am just going to add tape on these pieces below the fold mark. So I'm not putting tape on the fold mark. We're going to place glue on that. So I am just adding tape. So now I'm going to take my glue, place my glue on this fold mark. Then I'll take this and I'm going to put it in just like this. and we fold it over the front. This is just giving us a nice little finish to the front. So then I'm just going to take my big old spatula and we're going to get that nice and squared. And now I can take my clips and I'm going to place my clips so that this will hold. Then I'll do the same thing going all the way around. So I'm just going to add my glue to the top panel. I'm going to take this, slide it in, and fold it over. Let's go ahead and square that off. Now I can take 2 more clips. We can get those stuck. So I'm going to add my glue here. We're going to take this piece, put it in, fold it over, making sure that I have that top nice and squared. Then we can get it stuck. Take my clips, put those clips on. And I got these clips from the Dollar Tree if anyone is interested. And now I'll do my last one. On the bigger clips, I think you get 2 in a pack for $1.25. The smaller ones, I think you get 6. I can't remember how many. But let's put this down. Square that off. Put my clip. I think I can take one of these clips now and put it there. Yeah, because I think that's holding very well. All right, so we're going to give that a chance to dry, and while it's drying, we're going to go ahead and make the lid as well as the base. So to do that, I am going to take the 2 pieces that measure 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. I've already added double stick tape to these. And I'm going to join these 2 together because I need it to be just a little bit thicker, because this is going to go inside the box. And I need to make sure that it's going to go in far enough to hold the box closed. So basically all I'm doing is joining these 2 together. I'm going to remove my clips because what I want to do is test it to make sure it's going to go in this way and this way. And it is. So now I'm going to bring in one of my pieces of 6 by 6, and I am going to remove the tape from the backer. You can see that glue all over my hands, but y'all, that's okay. I'm good with it. So we're going to place it down like this. Then we'll get that nice and stuck. I'm going to take this piece and just stand it up and fold it all the way around. And now I'll do my miter on all 4 sides. And if you purchase the Ultimate Autumn Paper Crafting Kit, then you receive this paper in your kit, so you can make one that looks just like this. And if you're interested, I still have a few kits left, so go out and check my website and grab this beautiful Autumn Paper Crafting Kit. The video showing what you get is linked in the product description for the kit. So if you're curious about everything that you get because you haven't seen the video, just click on that video in the product description. So I am just going to get this nice and stuck. Then I'm going to take it and just make sure those little pointies are not pointies. So now to make my lid, I am going to take one of my pieces that measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to place it down on one of the 6 by 6 inch pieces. And we're going to place it down like that. Let's Go ahead and get that stuck. Again, I'll stand it up, go around like this. Then we're going to miter our ends. And I hope that you're still with me, and I hope that you are enjoying this project. And then I'll take my tape runner, get this nice and stuck, and let's just fold over. Fold over. And I was saying that I hope that you are enjoying this video and this particular project, because it is one of those that you can use for any season, any reason, anyone. Y'all just swap out those papers, and when you need a basket or a box in a hurry, this can be your go-to. So now all we're going to do is take this piece and we're going to put it down on this piece. So this time I'm going to do this with glue. And I'm going to be generous because I want a really good stick on this. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to try to get it placed nice and even on all four sides. And when I think I have it, I'm just going to take my big old spatula and get that stuck. Let's look at it one more time. And let's give that a moment to dry. We're going to go ahead and do the base. So we have one more piece of chipboard that measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And we have one piece of 6 by 6 remaining. We are going to go ahead, place this down like this, and then we'll stand it up, fold it over just like we did with the lid. Then we're going to miter our edges. You know, I really do appreciate the time that you give to me, and I really appreciate the comments that you leave. So now I'm going to take my tape, and we're going to place tape on all four sides. Most of the comments that I get are just overwhelmingly so positive, and I really do appreciate that because it helps. You know, you sit down here and you make these projects, and you are so grateful that people are appreciative of what it is you are attempting to do or to show them. So thank y'all so much. So let's go ahead and get that nice and stuck. I am going to go around and around. Then I'll square this by just going along the ends. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my lid. I can take off my clips. And now my lid should fit on the inside, and y'all, it does. So because we have this doubled, when it goes in, it doesn't move around, so we have a nice fitting lid here. Now we're going to go ahead and put the handle on, and you'll understand why we didn't glue this down. So I am just going to take my handle and I'm going to fold up about 1/4 inch. If you need to place it in and measure it, you can do that as well. So I have folded. I'm going to add some glue, and I'm going to take that handle, and when I put the handle on, I'm not putting it on this part that we folded over the top. I'm actually attaching it to the middle piece. And I'm attaching it to the middle piece because we need the room for the lid to be able to go in and out without any problems. Take one of my clips, and I'm just going to put that clip right there. Then I'm going to add my glue here. We're going to take this and we're going to put it on the middle part, not that fold over piece. So let's go ahead and get that stuck. Take my clip and get it stuck. We'll give that just a moment to dry. So now I'm just going to remove this one because it should be ready for me to punch my hole. So I'm going to take my clip and just put it there because I want to place some brads. So I'm going to take my little paper piercer and I'm going to pierce a hole, 2 holes actually, through these pieces. So where I joined the handle to the middle piece, I have placed a hole. I have these little mini brads. I'm going to grab 2. And I'm going to put them in through the hole. Now the reason why I didn't glue the bottom is because it would be very difficult to get in here and get your fingers underneath and do all that I'm doing right now if you had the bottom secured. So I'm just going to open the brads in there and get them flared out the way that brads normally are. And so now I can take this piece, y'all, and I can glue it down, and I have that nice look there. So I am going to take this, add some glue, and we're going to get this stuck. So not only are the brads used to connect the handle, but they give it some sturdiness to carrying as well. So I'm going to get that stuck before we move over to the other side. And so now I'll come over to this side and do the same thing. Y'all, I'm not punching the hole through the box. I'm only punching the hole through the 2 layers of paper and then this piece. So let's go ahead and punch the hole using my little Dollar Tree paper piercer. Put my brad in the holes. And you can see my brads right there. I am just going to use this piercer to open them so that we can flare them out to keep them in place. So there's that side. Now I can take this piece, add some glue, and we'll take this and now we'll stick it to the bottom. So that's the reason why we didn't stick the side middle pieces to the bottom. We wanted to make sure that we had a space in which we could place our fingers to get the brads positioned. And we do. And how cute is that already? So now we're going to take this piece. I'm going to add my glue to the bottom of the box. I'm going to be very generous, y'all. We're going to take this, and when we place it down, we're just going to place it down so that it's even on all 4 sides. So you're going to have a little bit of a lip on all 4 sides, and that's exactly what you want. Just a little bit of hangover. And let's get that stuck. And so now we can take our lid and we can put the lid in. And we're able to move the lid back and forth like that because of where we place the handles. If you place your handles on this part here, you're going to have a hard time getting your lid on and off. But y'all, isn't that so stinking cute? And so the last thing I'm going to do is I have this Sending Fall Wishes and this beautiful bow. I'm just going to add some tape to the back of the bow. and then some tape to the back of this. Now I can take it and we can place it wherever we want it. How you do your decorating, how you do your crafting is completely up to you. So I'm just going to raise that a little bit. Raise that a little bit. And y'all, we did it. We have this beautiful, beautiful 4x4 by 3-inch basket. It is very hefty, nice secure base on it, nice sturdy lid that will stay on. All right, y'all, so here are the two finished baskets. Here's the one that we made together, and here is the one that I made earlier. I love how these look. I love the autumn colors, but I've made these for Christmas. I've made them for St. Patrick's Day. No matter the papers you choose, the process gives you a very beautiful, beautiful basket or box, whatever you want to call it. If you're doing a craft fair, this is a great idea for your craft fair. You can even fill it with some apple cider, a pair of socks, and some chocolate that someone might want to buy to give to someone who loves cider, socks, and chocolate. So I hope that you have enjoyed this fun video. If you have, and if you stayed until the end, let me know that in the comment section. As always, my friends, y'all please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.